My name is David Craig. I'm Chief Strategy Officer of Thomson Reuters, and I jumped at the chance to come to Aspen, to this environment, where you get together with politicians, leaders of business, academics, and talk about the world's issues and challenges and what it faces in a free and relaxed place. We started looking at information overload actually 2 years ago, really when the company was coming together. And it was 2 days after the Lehman crash when we had our first strategy meeting. And we put ourselves a question, was the crash of the financial markets caused by lack of information? And clearly it wasn't. Actually, it's probably caused by too much of the wrong type of information. So from then we knew that there was an important issue that we had to try and help our customers with, to get better information, not more information, to understand how to use that information and to basically help them cope, make better decisions. Yeah, I mean, someone on the panel, actually someone in the audience asked what's the role of free versus professional and paid for information. And I think there is always going to be free information, and I think that makes the role of professional information providers more important, is that we need to be able to cut through that to provide context, to provide trust, and to help people step above the swarm of all the information that they're seeing and get something that they really need. We need to give not more information but better information. And I think the number one, I've talked about trust, connected, context, channeled, but I think context is really important for that. And the more that we can give context to an information where we understand what a professional, a scientist, a trader, a lawyer is doing and needs, and what they did yesterday and what they're looking for, the better the information that we can provide them. So how does an information consumer know who to trust? And I think trust is it's always been important. It's more important now, and I think trust comes down to individuals and companies. And I think a couple of people on the panel were talking about their brand as a journalist, as an individual. I think that's important. I think there's the brand of a company of journalists or a company of information providers, which is important as well. So I think, what I think consumers are going to rely much more on trust, and I think people aren't stupid. We shouldn't underestimate their ability to consume and see what is fake and what is real, but they've got to be careful. What was my one big takeaway from the panel? I think John Hagel helped me on that, and he summarized it. We talked about the 4 important criteria for information, but 2 seem to stand out more than anything, and that's trust and context. And if you don't have information that's trustworthy and it doesn't understand who you are and what you're looking for, then it's not that valuable. And to me, that's the thing that we should focus on as information providers.